Are we here? Is this working?
We're pretty keyed in.
Oh, hello.
We're pretty places end up on this biatch. Two successful guys. Two guys creating their dreams. Two guys making it happen. Two guys effortlessly happy.
You struggled on effortlessly.
A struggle on effortlessly happy. Huge Freudian slip up in this.
Boom. Okay. Should we do the song?
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking hyped for the song.
3, 2, 1. Hit it.
It's the Paul and Tom Show with Paul Schisler and Tom Brink.
It turns into Sonic at the end.
Sonic is up in here.
Who's Tails?
I'll be Tails.
And then Darren's one of those spiky guys that takes your rings.
Yeah. Darren, you suck.
Thank you, Darren, for the intro, as always.
As always. And welcome to the Paul and Tom Show. I'm Paul.
And I'm Tom.
And we're so glad you're here. Before we kick off, remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your mom, share with your neighbor, and comment and rate and review on all the stuff. We love you for that.
Yeah, make a fan page for your kid.
Make fake Instagram profiles. Follow us. Listen to this show on 2 different devices at all times.
Yes. And join Fiverr. Pay one of those people to make fake followers to follow us.
Yeah. Send us your receipts.
Buy an iPhone so that you can do a review on Apple Podcasts. Because that's where it matters.
Be one of the... You remember when Pokemon Go was huge? And people would have... You saw pictures online of people with like 20 phones hooked up on their bike. Do that. Do that. Except just you're streaming and listening and watching our show, like clips, episodes, audio, video.
Do that final scene of The Dark Knight, but with phones.
Yes.
And just hit play all at once. It'll be true Dolby Atmos surround sound.
You're like your roommate or spouse walks into the room like, when you're done, I'm destroying this, okay?
Oh man.
Your Morgan
like
Freeman
one last
roommate walks
time.
in like,
this is unethical. This is not fair to the other casts.
This is
You're going to make them too powerful.
You also spent $10,000 setting up flat screen TVs to watch this podcast.
Dude, what sucks is that'll only get you 10 iPhones. You're falling way short, bud.
You're in the hole deep to help the Paul and Tom Show. Deep in the hole.
Refi your mortgage. Sell your home. Do what it takes to be a real fan.
We're looking for disciples, okay?
Hey, we say we love you every episode. How about you show it back?
Love is heavier than cash.
I mean,
Cash is light.
cash is light unless you send us a truck full of it. That'll be pretty heavy.
We only accept heavy cash. Which is to say we only
Weigh it
accept a
down.
lot of cash.
And we all denominations, and you cover the cost of import-export.
Yeah. So honestly, thank you. Really?
We appreciate it. One fan asked us to start a Patreon so that they could give us $1,000 a month. And they promised us 40 more would, but I don't think we're there yet.
You can either be the tiers of support is either light cash or heavy cash. Heavy cash is just, wow, we feel it out in our hands like it feels pretty heavy. That's heavy cash.
Those will be the tiers on Patreon.
Those will be the tiers. I'm glad we said this. Light cash, heavy cash.
Yeah. It'll be like that moment in Breaking Bad where they go to the storage container And
I've never seen Breaking Bad.
oh,
I'm so sorry.
well, if you
I've
need a
seen
show to
Storage
watch,
Wars though, so I kind of know where you're going with this.
So, well, as if I've seen it, I forget the wife's name, but she starts handling all the money at one point, and she's like, "Walt, I need to show you something." They go, and there's just like pallets of wrapped up cash, just a huge stack.
Man.
And he's like,
I
"How
love
much
the
is
visual.
this?" And she's like, "It's X amount of pounds." We're like, I don't know. We just have to weigh it.
Oh man, we have to. That has to be a tier. We need to physically weigh out like how much does $100 a month weigh,
and just do the
and do
tiers
like, do you want to do 5 pounds of cash?
Yeah,
You know, a
Yeah.
pound of cash.
yeah, and
We're
then
it sounds like we're mixing British people money
well, you
and real money.
well, I was just gonna say that so we can do like the same exact tiers, but for people, all of our fans in other countries,
Oh,
and
yeah.
use like what liters, pebbles, stones. I don't know what is
I like actually,
wait,
yeah,
kilograms,
kilos.
grams.
Ooh, give me a kilo of cash.
I
That
just want one of
sounds
those bricks. I look like a cop right now with
cool.
my Top Gun
Give
hat.
me a brick.
Just I want a saran wrapped brick of cash.
Drugs.
I'm gonna rip it open with my key and smell my key.
You do that. You're tearing bills.
Yeah.
Like there goes $20.
I'm going to cut off a corner of the dollar bill and then just jam it in my lip.
And I'll burn one of the bills just to make sure it gets out of hand. We burn through it all.
Yeah, Darren's in the corner. You want just one of those cash markers to check?
Like, Darren, why didn't you say that a day ago?
I-
You saw us laying out the lighter. You saw us getting the knife.
Buddy, I know the taste of cash.
I tried to tell you guys, but you just kept telling me to shut up.
Did you wash this? No, we haven't set that up yet. Like we're trying to buy a laundromat. And I was like, no, is it clean? Can I eat it? One day.
On that note, should we crack the Zoe?
Oh yeah, we got a new zone.
Got a new Zoe. I found a fruit punch flavor.
Woo!
Fruit tropical punch. Excuse me, DJ.
Effortless.
Effortless. Excuse me, Dwayne Johnson. I said fruit punch. It's tropical punch. Same thing. I can't do tropical. I can't say that.
Tropical punch.
Man, what a
Well, try to say it in a funny voice. Maybe you'll do it.
tropical punch.
Yeah, that works.
Why does that work? Why is that easier?
I don't know. I just kind of figured that out. I just
Because
made
you're
that up.
focusing on the accent and not
Yeah.
saying the words.
Because
That's
if you
good.
say it in a funny way, you don't have to worry about saying it correctly.
Yeah.
Funny punch.
Okay, let me put the mic to the pop. We want the sound.
3, 2, 1.
You
You just hear the aluminum.
go. Okay, let
We're
me
Foley
pour up.
artists now. Oh, it's red.
It is red. You know, when I was little, my mom wouldn't let me drink red soda because something mentally, red soda would make me go bonkers.
Really?
I don't know what it was. Not like, you know, any soda is going to make a kid get a little hyper.
Yeah.
Like just Coke or Dr. Pepper. But my favorite was Big Red. There's a soda called Big Red. And I would always just be fiending for some Big Red. I think it was Big Red. It's like this red soda. But something about the red soda made me go like crazy.
Dude, so...
Wait, here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cans for me?
Can't?
Sure.
Yeah. Some Zoe.
Cheers. Not bad.
Not
it tastes
bad.
like fruit punch.
It tastes exactly like fruit punch.
I haven't had fruit punch in 20 years.
Easily 20 years.
Why is it that they would put fruit punch in a bowl and you had to ladle it out?
It's just what a terrible idea. Why not just put it? Well, because bowls are huge,
Yeah, but like we have pitchers.
but then you have to buy multiple pitchers.
I don't know. Just imagine like dumping champagne in a bowl.
Yeah, like punch is the only drink that you do that with. You're not doing coffee in a bowl where you ladle coffee.
A building's farting.
Just, man.
Show off, why don't you?
Owen would be dying laughing right now.
I mean, it sounds like a fart. It's like an electrical fire fart. Okay, let me close the windows.
Okay. Pause.
Entertain
break.
the people.
Interlude commentary. Yeah, if my son was here and he heard these construction sounds, he'd be like, hey, it's, it's stinky. But then he would also be like, I need to go check out the construction. I need to see the tools that they're using. Are they using a bulldozer? Are they using a dump truck? I need to check that out because he's really into construction vehicles and tools and seeing what they're doing. I stole a little more Zoe.
Yeah, dude.
I shouldn't do any more Zoe because too much Zoa, we know what happens.
Noah.
I'm drinking red soda, basically. That's actually red soda energy drink. Your boy's gonna be
Mom.
hyper. My mom's watching / listening to this, just like, I told him he shouldn't.
She was like, actually, it was green. I was thinking, Dwayne, one day he will hear all of this.
Yeah.
For sure. One of his people on his payroll at one of his many ventures will tell him about this.
Yeah.
And we just want to say,
manifestation.
We love you. We know we make jokes, but part of it's jealousy, part of it's admiration.
Hey, you know who you joke with? Your friends,
your buds,
the people you love.
I genuinely feel like we would get along, not as like we're texting buddies every day, but like every couple months, barbecue, great time. Every once in a while, we send a meme.
Yep. Loves it.
Great time.
Hilarious.
But I do feel like this show, the official Zoa podcast.
Oh, man.
We will get the first Red Bull-like Zoa refrigerator, and we'll put it right here.
Yep. It'll be the main focus of the show. We're like only half of our faces are included on our own show just to accommodate the
It'll get its
Zoa
own
fridge.
camera.
That's fine. I am so ready to sell out so quickly. If they were like, hey, we'll give you a fridge full of Zoa every month if you just change the name of the podcast to the Zoa Pod.
Yeah. If you tell us to get a tattoo,
I'm heavily considering it.
We'll get what's on his chest, but like it's tiny.
A snail version. It just looks like a really weird big mole.
It's like, hey, what's that scar? Did you get a hickey? What is that? You get burnt? Are you doing challenge? Like someone put a cigar out on you?
That looks bad. Are you okay?
Hey, dude, check out my new tat. That's a tat?
We thought you had cancer.
It was free, right? You lost a bet?
That's one of those that, like, no, we got sponsored to do our podcast into the Zoa Pod. Like, oh, so they're paying you money. No, they just like give us a case of free Zoa every quarter.
And
you got a tattoo for that?
And what's so funny is it's like $30.
It's more cost effective for us to just buy it ourselves.
Yeah. You could pay us to not mention you ever again.
I mean, also an option. I'll still buy and drink Zoa.
We would eventually come up with a nickname to talk about it. We'll put tape over the label.
Boa.
But our fans will know.
They'll know.
And on those Patreon episodes, if you do the heavy cash tier, you'll be able to actually see the bottle not blurred out.
Unblurred. We won't be drinking Oa. You'll see that we're drinking Zoa.
The real shit.
The light heavy, with the light cash tier, they'll be like, what is Oa? Why is the can blurred?
We got money on our minds.
You want to catch up on life?
Do I?
Okay. Quick health check-in. I have two things I got to talk about today.
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago, I got out of bed early in the morning, and I had like pulled something in my back / neck. Like I was working out, and I like pulled something, and like I heard a and so obviously it's terrifying. If it's anything to do with your neck, it's terrifying, especially when you hear something like. I was like, oh no. But I was getting out of bed one morning, and the way I got out of bed, it like a little more, really bad pain. And I sat up and I went to the bathroom and I went pee, and I was standing in the bathroom, and then all of a sudden, like my vision starts to black out. Like, have you ever blacked out before? Like fainted or blacked out?
No. Maybe, I don't know.
It's I never have, but this was like the closest I've come to it. So it's like your vision starts blacking out from the outside in. It's
weird.
Like you know that video transition where it's like black, like closes in, like
it's the vignette.
That's yeah.
It's like that's all, folks.
That's all, folks, is what happens to your vision before you black out, which is very appropriate.
That's what it was inspired by.
I think so. So it's like blacking out. I'm like, oh shit. Because it's not like, sometimes when you stand up too fast, you kind of get lightheaded and kind of like that.
I get that a lot.
Everyone's experienced that. This wasn't that. So it starts to black out, and it starts like, I like can't see anymore. So I'm like getting really freaked out. And so then I have to like sit down on the floor, and all of a sudden I'm in like cold sweat, like pouring sweat, but like shivering. And so I'm like, I can't see, and I'm like cold sweat sitting on the bathroom floor. It's like 5 a.m. And so I have to like call to Esther to get out of bed. I'm like, I don't know what's happening to me right now. Like I feel like I'm about to black out or faint or something. She's like, oh my gosh, your lips are like white. And I just have to like sit there for 10 minutes.
Are you a ghost?
I'm kind of a ghost. I'm the ghost of the family. So I didn't fully black out, but I think if I stayed standing up, I would have fainted.
And like a good man, you have not gone to the doctor or talked to anyone about
it. Damn it. No, I have not gone to the doctor. But I talked to Esther's sister is a doctor.
Okay, yeah, that counts.
And I talked to her about this, and I explained what happened. And she said, did you have to go poop really bad? And I was like, about 10 minutes after it happened, I went poop. I had poop really bad. I had a really bad poop. And she was like, that could be it. Where like, I forget what, there's a term or phrase for it, like where your body needs to go so bad so it makes your body pass out, because your body's like, we need to get this poop out of here. So when you pass out, baby. It completely loosens up your body. And so she's like, that could be a possibility. I'm like, oh my gosh. Did I almost faint because I had to go poop so bad?
Oh, wow.
That would suck.
Just poo paralysis.
Poo paralysis. I was hoping, like, maybe it's high blood pressure. I don't know. But
you were hoping it was high blood pressure?
That sounds more adult than like you had to poop really bad. So that was my health update that was scary.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks.
That does suck.
I'm just like constantly paranoid of it happening again. So whenever I wake up in the morning, I just sit on the edge of the bed for like 10 seconds just to make sure I'm like not going to fall over or black out.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad it was just poop.
Hopefully it was just poop. Again, I need to go to a doctor and get checked out. I've not gone for like a physical in, I don't know, 3 years.
Oh, I don't do physicals.
You got to, man. You have to. You have to.
I did a general checkup recently.
Okay.
Within the last few months.
What was the general checkup?
cough,
Yeah,
ask questions.
That's a physical. That's like basically a physical.
But there's no cradling of the
cough
of the boys.
Yeah,
it wasn't that kind of cough. It was like.
But so long as you went to a doctor,
I was in the
got
room,
checked up,
and I sat on the weird table.
Yeah, there you go. That's okay.
Okay, so it's a partial physical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do physicals.
Maybe it's not a full physical, but you checked up with the doctor.
Yes,
that's what's important.
I don't know. There's two things from childhood that have like wrecked me. One is dropping trow for some doctor guy. And I don't know. There's something about having no pants on, but a shirt on that it's just
make me strip nude.
It's just so vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then watching like a grown ass man just kneeling down, checking out your stuff.
Cough,
and
turn the other way, cough.
Yeah. And just, I don't know. It was weird. But then also similar feeling is when you're a kid and your parents are jamming sunscreen on your face.
Oh, yeah.
It made me avoid sunscreen for decades.
Yeah. But it's important.
Health is important. Your skin health is important.
You know what? You have to allow your kids to apply themselves. Because like we do heavy sunscreen with the boys, but we let them also put it on themselves. So now Owen and Oscar now too will be like, I need sunscreen. So now he'll mention it like, oh, we're going to go to the pool. Give me sunscreen so I can put it on. You have to put the power in their hands.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Paul's figured out teachers for me in a recent episode. And now he's figured out how I should parent with sunscreen.
At least a little. Yeah, no. You see, you just find what works.
Well, see, I'm still getting used to it. Like Lauren's just got me on it and I've been starting.
It's just, man,
I sweat, right?
Yeah.
Under any condition, no matter how much I weighed throughout the years.
Yeah.
I sweat. Like I just have those glands.
Yeah, I get it.
And so I always sweat it off.
You got to find the right sunscreen that works. There's like dry sunscreen that is pretty amazing.
Really?
It's not greasy. It's not like too liquidy.
I like that.
Yeah, I'll have to find it for you.
Okay.
There's one that we got that I'm like, sign me up for this. It smells good. It like applies, it's dry.
Mm-hmm.
Esther also bought a sunscreen stick. It looks like a glue stick that you put on.
I like that.
So good. So easy.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So you're not like putting it all over your hands and like, you just like.
I'm into that because I'm always like, my fingers are all jammed up.
Yep.
It's
so worth it though. Sunscreen it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hiking more and so
got to.
Yeah.
By the way, the doctor that did our physicals growing up was one of the kids' dads. He was like the doctor.
So he knew what everyone was packing. How does my son stack up? Buddy, you don't need a ruler. I'll tell you. I'll let you in on a little secret. And by little, I mean little.
Schools, you have to get your checkup before you go to school.
Yeah.
School starts, all of a sudden that kid is just uncharacteristically rude to you. Because you're packing heat. And dad told him like, hey, by the way, so now he just resents you for the dumbest reason.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There was something comforting about it because it's like, yeah, he's one of the guy's dads. So it's like,
Mr.
you're someone you
Phillips.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's also weird because it's like, you're a doctor, but you're, what's his face's dad?
Going over for a sleepover.
Hey, boys, drop them.
Just get in the line. I mean, did parents ever, was it just like, hey, we're going to bring all 20 of the boys over, and then you're just going to go down the row and get this, just sign off on this thing so everyone can go to school?
That would have been a better option.
Put little dividers.
Man, every boy would have fought that, though.
Oh, I would not do that.
No. Yeah.
Oh.
So what's new with you?
So I wrote down a couple things because I was like, oh, I have to remember this.
But now you got Zoa coursing through your veins.
What was it? The Zoa Warrior mana thing that you said? I don't know. You said something that was a great chant.
I forget.
Oh. So it's safe to say on here because there's no way my little brother listens to this. But I recently discovered that he somehow gained access to my Netflix account and made his own little profile on there.
Oh, man.
Without saying anything.
Ooh.
And so naturally, it lit me up. I was heated because I'm not for account sharing. I'm totally against it. And he's 30 years old. He should have $20. If he doesn't want to pay for the 4K, he can pay 15, whatever it is.
Yeah.
He can do it. I judge anyone who is a full adult who doesn't do this unless they're like in on something with their friends.
Yeah, we have with our friends, it's we pay for this one, you pay for that one in exchange.
Great.
Yeah.
There's an arrangement. And but I'm so the only real acceptable account sharing, I think, is adding your parents to your account.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand streaming.
Yep.
And they're like,
That's
so
what we
expensive. We pay for cable already.
With Esther's parents, it's like everything we have, it's yours.
And I do that with my parents. And I think that's the only acceptable form of account sharing because they don't know how to use it.
They don't know how to use it. They raised you. They paid for your life.
Right. And our generation will never be allowed to, or we'll never be able to just like have them live with us when they're old.
Oh, yeah.
We'll never be able to pay things back the way they were able to do with their parents.
This is like a nice small token of, let me at least do this for you.
Yeah. I'll let you join in on the thing I have.
Yeah.
Because I'll never be able to do it for anything else.
I'll let you binge Bridgerton.
I hope you're saving for the retirement home because I can't help you.
Yeah. Well, let me save you on TV costs so I can inherit your home one day.
Yeah, so he did that. And what's crazy is he recently asked me for my HBO login.
Ooh, man.
And I was like, you have $15.
Yeah.
You're a full grown adult who's buying a house. And you want my HBO?
He's buying a house?
He's buying a house.
Oh, baby.
He's buying a house and he's going to have to pay for internet and electricity and all that stuff.
Trying to cut corners on streaming.
Why are you asking me where I live in a more expensive city? My rent is probably more than the mortgage he would have to pay.
Yeah. And
asking me, who's had an account for... Even when I was poor, I figured out a way to pay for HBO.
Like, what is he presenting to you as like, hey, have this?
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous that an adult who wants HBO refuses to get it for themselves.
You know what? I'm a younger brother.
Mm-hmm.
As a younger brother, even subconsciously, not even like a malicious or whatever.
You think you deserve
mentality,
our stuff?
On certain things, there's this level of like, yeah, you're my big brother. You just, I get this.
You get my clothes. You get my attention.
Well, it's growing up, like I get all your hand-me-downs.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. You get all the new clothes. I get hand-me-downs.
But
you beat me up, so now you give me your. So that's. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying that's my take as a younger brother's perspective of why you just assume that I can share your account logins.
But he didn't mention it. He didn't ask.
That's.
He was like
that's foul. Okay.
Yeah. So on one hand, I'm upset because my parents have it and somehow they let him have access to it. And then he created the profile. So I feel betrayed there. Then
now you got to limit everyone's access
without saying anything, but creating a profile. And you got to know I'll see it.
You're going to see it.
I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
And I did see it. And so I was like, at first I was like, I'm going to boot him off the account. I'm going to log out of all devices and all that stuff. But then I realized what's better is to periodically create more parental restrictions on his account.
Man. Yep.
Because in Netflix, you can log in online and see what users are watching what.
Oh, man.
And then you can block specific programs. So whatever his favorite show is, I'm going to block it.
That is like next level psycho.
And so all of a sudden it won't be available. And then
wait. So wait till he gets to the penultimate episode.
Yeah. And
he's waiting for the finale. Blocked.
And then I'm every once in a while I'm lowering the age rating.
Oh no.
So right now he's on PG-13.
Already? So there's a lot available, PG-13.
Exactly. So there's a lot available. There's a lot of shows. There's a lot
You're
of movies.
You're reeling them in.
And so it's like, okay, we're going to go. This is a little weird. And it's just going to go lower and until it turns into I enable make a kids account with the kids interface.
Yep. That sucks because like we have kids account set up and there's nothing you will watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hasn't said anything about it yet. I don't know how often he's really using this, but
I mean,
it feels good.
Yeah. It feels good. I mean, we got to keep people updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Happens.
Anyone who's listening to this who knows my brother, don't tell him because this is funny.
I mean, I'm fingers crossed. Things have to align perfectly for this to happen to be executed, but really find what show he's watching and then restrict access right before he watches the finale.
Yeah, I want to see if I can see what episodes he watched.
And then if he messages you,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just like, yeah, Venmo me some money. You want to watch it? Venmo me $20 for the month, bud.
It costs more than an actual Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
$30 will cover it. I turn into.
Do you want to know what happens? Yeah. Yeah, you can watch, like Netflix has the continue watching.
Yeah.
So you can,
I think I can turn that off.
Oh.
I think I can tell Netflix to not suggest that.
You can see what episodes he's watched too.
Right, but you can log in and in the account settings online, you can look at the specific stuff he's watched and when.
Oh. You know what? You can also screw with his algorithm. Like just start watching and queuing a bunch of there's a ton of movies and shows from India.
Yeah.
Or in different countries.
Uh-huh.
Just start loading that up. So now he's only presented with, he's like, why am I? How come Netflix only has movies from India and Korea and Spain?
Yeah. Although I do want to see that movie RRR.
Oh, I keep seeing people post about that.
I want to see this. Apparently, it's got everything.
I'm in.
Every genre of film is touched on in this thing. And apparently the visual effects are great. So
okay, well maybe we have a boys movie night watch.
Oh, we need a movie night.
There's a movie that I'm about to watch this weekend called Soul Vibes. It's this Korean movie, and it kind of feels like it could be a Fast and Furious. So a group of a small pack of street racers are brought in by the authorities.
DVD stealers.
They're brought in by the authorities, and they're like, we want you to work for us and go undercover as, these undercover street racers working for the authorities. I'm like, sign me up, dude. Love that angle.
Love it.
Street racers doing official crime fighting business.
But it's all,
man, give me more.
But everything's just the paperwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I saw that account thing. Dude, another thing I saw, I was shopping at the grocery store and I I walk outside and there's a table in the middle of the parking lot with like a tablecloth on it that says Dare with
Yeah.
two guys that you would never want to talk to.
Yeah.
Like they just look like you wouldn't want to talk to them anyway.
Like, are we talking nerdy, punchable face?
Both, but like, I don't know. They just had this vibe where it's like, I don't know what you're up to and I don't trust it.
Yep. That's hard to explain, but when you see it, you feel it and know it, and you're like, I don't want you here.
Yeah, like you want something from me, obviously, because they have a stand set up.
Yeah.
They want something from you, and it's like, I don't really care, man. Just stop bothering me. I want to like put my bags away. Anyway, they're standing out there, and it's like, Dare's back?
I've not seen. What's crazy about hearing that is I've not seen anything about Dare on TV, online, social media, anything. So if you're making a comeback, why are you starting with a table at the grocery store?
Right. It feels like a multi-level marketing thing now where you just need to like sell signatures or something and like sell people on Dare merch to sell it to other people. Because like Dare belongs to slightly overweight cops who reek of cigarettes who know all of the parents' names. That's who it belongs to. It doesn't belong to some weird strangers in a parking lot at Whole Foods.
Were these young guys?
They were probably like 35.
Okay.
And just approaching everyone about Dare. But it's like,
but why?
Who is this for?
Who? Yeah. Are you getting signatures for something?
Yeah. Well, and like
to bring Dare back.
What does Dare do anymore? Because in like, I don't know. I looked it up in like 2000. The Surgeon General deemed it ineffective.
Yeah. I mean, our generation is clear example of that.
Yeah. It put our parents, well, not our
I mean,
parents,
it worked on some of us.
Parents in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, do you remember like, did you guys ever have to go to an auditorium and just like watch people like do heroin?
We never had that. I saw other schools that did that, but we still had some lukewarm version of a Dare where like a Dare officer would come and talk to us.
And you got to hold the lion.
I don't remember us having that.
We would take turns holding the plush lion and watching the cartoon.
Oh, what age was that?
Dude, we had Dare from like, I don't know, 3rd grade through 7th grade.
Yeah, maybe we did too.
It was the same cop that came in for everyone. Small town, obviously. I don't know if you could do that in LA. But there was no convincing people in a grocery store parking lot.
No. Yeah, especially, I'm sure a lot of millennial-aged adults coming out of the grocery store being like...
Right. You're not going to sell us on this.
This is in the past. What are you talking about?
Right.
People do drugs.
Literally. Well, and like...
I mean, most people don't do drugs.
Weed is legal.
Yeah, that was like the main thing. Dare was like, don't smoke weed. Just do alcohol and pills.
Right. And it was like, marijuana is the gateway drug to death by heroin.
California's the wrong state, buddy.
Yeah, like weed's legal. People don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what they're up to, but also I don't want to talk to them.
You don't. Yeah, it's not worth engaging with them to find out what's going on. But it seems fishy.
I was tempted to go up with my phone and be like, "Hey, so I have a podcast, and I'm definitely going to be talking about this. I want to hear your take on this, and we'll play it." But going up to someone and being like, "Hey, I have a podcast," is more annoying than getting
there needs to be
harassed by Dare representatives.
There needs to be a Dare program for starting and promoting a podcast.
Dare to resist recording episodes.
Darens are really extreme.
Extreme.
Yeah. Yeah, that feels suspicious.
Yeah, dude, it just feels wrong. Well, I really want to know what their angle is. Next time I see them, I'm gonna ask.
If you know if you're listening to this or watching this and you know something about a DARE program, let us know. We're gonna do our own research, but
do your own research.
Do you have a PAL, Police Athletic League?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was good. They had like PAL Basketball League, and we did PAL Golf League. And it's like golf for like low income families.
Oh, okay.
And like our golf instructor, he wasn't a cop. He just like led the PAL program. So we did that growing up. PAL Golf. It was great, and the instructor was super. This was great. He was very strict, but like you respected him. He was this like, I don't know, black dude in his 50s, and like no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But you respected him and you looked up to him.
Yeah.
Just like a great man. And like, if you had your hat on backwards, he'd jump on your ass and like turn your hat around, because he's like teaching you like respect yourself and how you present yourself to others. Like put your hat on forward, tuck your shirt in.
It says the guy with the Mickey Mouse shirt next to the guy with the Top Gun hat.
But you know what? Hats on forward, shirts are clean.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, specifically with golf, like tuck your shirt in, hat on forwards. But no lie, maybe when I was in college, so this is like, I was in PAL Golf when I was in like 4th, 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, I was in college, visiting home down in Florida. I was at like Marshall's, and I was wearing like a tank top, gym shorts, and a backwards cap. And across the shop, I saw him.
Yeah.
And immediately I turned my hat forward. Because there was something that he ingrained at such a young age that really stuck with me, that when I saw him, I was like, oh shit. And like I turned my hat forward, and he didn't see me. There's no way he would know who I am, but I remembered who he was, and I felt so stupid that I had my hat on backwards. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not a backwards hat guy. And I like turned my hat forward and like pulled my pants up a little bit.
Really?
I wasn't like sagging shorts or anything, but it's crazy.
Dude, my only story where it's sort of like that, like just seeing a teacher in the wild. I have two things from what you shared. One, a sports instructor, and another thing is just like a teacher. So I don't know. When I was 16, I kind of looked a little old for my age.
I could see that.
And so sometimes I would go to bars and get served.
Oh, don't say names. Don't want to shut down any establishments.
They're gone.
They've been replaced too many by new
places.
Yeah.
And so, and each time you're just kind of like testing your luck.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, hey, well, I wasn't originally going to get anything. I was just going to get a burger and a soda. And then.
But just the thrill of going in the bar.
Right. And so, and then.
Oh, no.
The waiter was like, okay, so do you want to know what's on tap?
Oh,
and I was like, trembling. You're like, yeah, what's on tap?
I mainly stick to light beers.
And it wasn't one of those places that just has like Coors. It was like,
oh yeah.
Like,
do you want fat tire? Do you want Blue Moon?
And I was just looking at the list. I was like, I don't fucking know what any of this is. I got one, and I got.
Do you remember what it was?
No, It was dark.
I'll take a Guinness.
Yeah. And it was probably Stella.
Ooh, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And so I'm there, I'm sitting, I'm sipping this beer, and I just see my health teacher.
Oh no, of all teachers, your health teacher.
And then we kind of like saw each other, and then both of us just like just like looked away.
Yeah. He doesn't want to deal with it. He doesn't want to contact your parents and deal with the whole.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know. He was there with like 2 girls, and then he was like,
"Oh, interesting."
yeah, and he's like, I'm probably not supposed to be seen doing this.
Are we talking like he was with 2 young girls?
I don't. Everyone seems old when you're 16.
Yeah.
But it's like
it was enough where you're like, something looks off about that.
your health teacher's going out middle of the week drinking with 2 girls.
Yeah, not a look you want one of your students to see. Probably
no. And so we just never talked about it.
He saw you sitting there with a beer.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was like, "Dang, Tom's kind of cool."
It's like, all right, man.
Tom never does this work, but shit, he's kind of cool.
He's like, this is why he's tired, huh? My second thing was when we played baseball as a kid, the parents or the league would always hire this one guy to come out and like teach how to swing. And he would always come out with this like metal pole with like a ball bearing in it.
Oh,
where it just like clicks at the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, his whole thing was practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I hate those sayings. I hate those sayings. Especially directed towards kids.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Okay.
It's like, I barely know what shortstop means.
Yeah. I'm here because my parents made me be here.
Yeah, like perfect practice? Like,
when am I supposed to do not perfect practice? How do I level up to perfect practice?
what happened to fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't do fun anymore.
Once I do, like, hey, life as an adult, it sucks. A lot of it sucks. It's hard.
Yep.
So when you're at a time in your life, childhood,
Yep.
when you don't have to deal with that stuff, man, enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you have the whole rest of your life to, work your ass off and go to work and pay bills and all that stuff.
It is weird to think about how many things as children we were told to take seriously.
Yeah.
Like baseball.
Yeah.
Playing soccer.
I mean, some of the things you learn from being committed to sports and stuff.
Yeah.
There are some good things in that. I do believe that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be a life passion at the same time.
No. Like it can just be fun.
It doesn't have to be like, this is your everything career.
Yeah.
Most of us ain't going to the Olympics,
It's like, you really think my future is like blocking balls from the net? I'm getting into hydraulics as an adult.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
take these shin guards off.
I'm going to be picking up cigarette butts. I don't know.
Yeah.
You want me to have bad knees playing a sport, running? You want me to be a runner? I'm going to drive a truck and get $80K a year, dude. I'm going to see the country.
And now, driving my truck, I got bad knees because you made me do soccer.
Yeah. I have to pull over, adjust my knee brace.
How did you get a knee brace? Oh, well, when I was in middle school, I was pretty hard into soccer.
Yeah, I was pushed too hard into soccer. I got a cleat to the knee.
Yeah, man. That's good shtick.
This has been a real Gooftown episode.
This has been a really fun episode.
Yeah.
Let's should we tie the knot on this bad boy?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's end on a good note.
Solid laugh fest.
Laugh.
Speaking of which, just review on Apple Podcasts. Just say laugh. 5 stars.
Yeah.
Laugh.
All caps.
Gooftown Laugh Fest 08.
Hashtag love these dudes. Hashtag heavy cash.
2 dudes 2022. Coincidence?
I think not.
Do they deserve heavy cash or light cash? Heavy from me.
No medium cash. No middle of the road. Light or heavy. Oh, we'll take medium. Yeah.
Yeah, medium cash is fine.
Yeah.
We'll have like a really low tier that's just roll of quarters and you just don't get anything.
Cash Prawley.
Maybe.
Prawley Cash is lowest tier.
Yeah, and then we'll do one that's just 401k.
Yeah.
Just an estate.
Estate level. Estate level is like $100 a month, but it's estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has been fun. Thanks for listening in. We love you. And, until next time.
Until next time.
Take care of yourself.
Love you. Bye.